It is the ultimate goal of many Jews worldwide to eventually make Aliyah, or the ascension to Israel, the return to the biblical homeland. However, for many Sabras, Israeli-born nationals, they feel like they must leave the country behind to live the lives they'd imagined for themselves. To leave Israel is to do Yerida, which means to descend from Israel. The stigma attached to doing Yerida is one of negativity and selfishness. According to Positjeri, those who do Yerida are seen as individuals who don't care about Israel or their Judaism and prefer their own good over the overall health of society. They're seen as choosing the easy way out, but Adri pointed out that there is something intrinsically cruel about accusing those people of being selfish, especially when the government and society continue to fail to provide opportunities for those citizens who've done their army service and are trying to move to the next stage of life. Time after time, I heard young men and women alike speaking of how, no matter how hard they work, they are merely surviving with no possibility of thriving. Ideals of nationalism can only go so far when it's nearly impossible to afford rent and food.
I'm trying to move to the United States, as you know. And why? I don't know, there's more opportunities. Been here all the years, like, so my hard army service. And if you ask me why not, people would not move here, not move from here. It's like, people are good here. But the United States is pretty much where my goal is to be.
These young adults aren't seeking luxury, just basic needs.
People really can rent a house. It's pretty shitty. They have to live with their parents when they're 40. It's not good. I don't want to pay 2,000 shekels apartment, but I can eat. I want to eat.
I think to find an occupation, something to do, and to live, to be able to live from the salary, and of course to find myself a home. I can't say it happened, both things right now. To buy a house, it costs so much that I just can't. I can build my house from mud, you know, and because I'm working and I'm doing the thing that I like to do, you know, and it's just, there's not too much money, and I like to live in the south, and in the south it costs, it's even less, you get even less, and most of the things are cost higher than the center.
You have a financial challenge which you need to get a job, get a degree, and actually you get a bit of help from your parents. I mean, if your parents are financially okay, they will pay for either your school or either on your household, but still you have to, you know, pay taxes and pay all the things here. And when you're a student, it's really hard, because after you get out of the army, you just need a year of rest or a year of a journey or vacation or whatever, or living in Tel Aviv like I did. And then you're coming back to school and it's different. You have to adjust and come back to school and, you know, get a degree and keep your living conditions while doing this. Our parents gave birth to us when they were our age, and now we can't afford to bring new life to here, because even we are having trouble to ending up the month. I mean, this is what all this protest is about the middle age, the ages of 20 to 40. They're having a real problem to take care of themselves and their children, and to begin a new home and, you know, have kids and stuff.
These young adults often feel abandoned by their communities and their country.
I want to live in a state that I couldn't perceive leaving behind. And I don't feel like that about Israel. It annoys me and I feel bad about it. And I don't, I would move to the States in one instant if my wife is very connected to her family. So I won't. She is really connected to them. But if I lived alone, if I was a bachelor, not move to the US. Like if I could have an assistant coach in Duke or something, or even a little college, I would move in an instant, and it annoys me. And I don't want it. I want to feel connected. I want to feel warm. I want to feel community.
For some, moving from Israel is the only logical way to pursue their careers, even if it's just for the short term.
Actually, I'm moving on Sunday to Greece. That's where I found a job, technical support. I'm going to work there for 6 months, mostly just to see how it is and make some money for another trip in Europe. That's the only reason. If I could do the same in Israel, I'd do it. But
I was thinking about moving out a few times. Before that I was really patriotic, but after a few years here, I was really thinking about, working at my job as a video editor or as a post editor, and I don't know if the market in Israel just needs so much editors. So in case I won't find a job here, a decent job with a decent salary, I just try Europe, I guess, or something.
When I think about my future career in the academy, I see the conditions that people get in the US and Germany, and I do think it's better conditions than if I want to be a doctor someday and to be a lecturer, that the conditions abroad are way better. So I do think about it.
For all the disappointment and the opportunities available to them, this generation of young adults truly wants to live in a better Israel. It is their home. It's where their family and friends live. The protests are a cry to the government to save the population because there's a sense of desperation seeping through the middle class.
I would really like to, move out from Israel, because I don't feel that this country goes to any place better than it now. The opposite. But I don't really see myself doing it. I'm too attached to this place.
We feel like this is the last battle. Like, if we don't fight it now, we don't have a future in this country, and we're not gonna stay.